Welcome back to the Webby O'Neill channel. Big developments at Manchester United as Sesko set to be unveiled on Saturday. Also, Romano confirms that it's United's mission to find a midfielder in this transfer window as talks intensify as well with moves for Rasmus Højlund and Garnacho. Smash that like button if you're feeling positive about Manchester United right now. Let's start with Sesko.
Well, this has to be one of the best days I've felt for a long time, listening to the news coming out about Manchester United. Sesko, I did say yesterday, the plane's ready, the medical's booked, and there he is today, having his medical, and he's going to be presented at United. Fantastic news.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too early for him to get the boots on against Fiorentina, but will we see him at any point with Manchester United versus Arsenal next weekend?
Well, that's a tough ask. He's got a lot to do. He's got to get used to Manchester. He's got to get settled in. But I do believe he'll be on the bench, and that will be a great boost for Man United. It does put in doubt about what's going on with Hojlund, but hey, we'll deal with that as we go along.
Definitely come at the right time. Sun's out here in Manchester, but Fabrizio Romano's confirmed that it's United's mission to find a new midfielder.
Well, that is just great news. He's calling it a mission. We all know we need a midfielder. Everyone out there has been screaming about a midfielder, and the quicker that gets done, the better. If anyone had any doubts about the men in suits getting the job done at Manchester United, I think today, of all days, has just blown that right out of the water. Manchester United are getting the job done, and that is fantastic news.
A lot of news around Baleba as well. It doesn't seem to be where a midfielder currently in this squad needs to move out. It's like a Baleba will be an actual addition to Manchester United, but it's the fee. A lot of people out there, reports are stating, around about 90 to 100 million pound. I can't see Manchester United paying that. Are they that good with the business dealings to get that drop lower?
I think they know they've got to go for a really class midfielder, and this is the one. The money, well, you know, we can all argue about the fee and everything, but it's something we need. Everyone is talking about this player as a class player. And when I turn around and say £70 million is just for an ordinary player, then this player is above that. And that's what you've got to pay. That's what it is. And I do believe Man United will pay it.
Yeah, I think he gives you a bit of everything, Baleba, in defence and going forward as well with his ball carrying. He can even score a goal or two as well. But just touching on Rasmus Højlund, talks are ramping up there with Hojlund. He's set to speak to Manchester United over his future. Romano's confirming Di Marzio as well that AC Milan are leading the race, and it's looking like maybe a loan deal. Romano stating that it's got to be a high loan fee, roughly about £10 million. What's your thoughts on this? Because we've discussed him lots of times, Rasmus.
Yeah, well, there's word out there. It's 30, 40 million pound United would be looking for, but it looks as though they are prepared to do a loan deal, getting a fee for him as well. Well, you know, if that's the way, then that means Xerxes is the backup for Sesko. That's how I see it. And Hojlund, it does look like, with all the reports, that his time's up at Manchester United. They're not prepared to wait and give him another year. That's what a lot of people thought. That's what I thought. And they're getting deals done. And fair play to him. If that's what they've decided, then it's time for Rasmus to go, regardless of what he wants to do. He wants to fight for his place. Good sentiment from him. But unfortunately, United have made the decision. And the decisions that they're making at this moment in time are absolutely bang on the money.
Yeah, he got to back it completely, back the manager, and the decisions that what are going to be made, no matter what us fans think. I think personally that Rasmus should stay and actually be that competition for Sesko, especially with his bedding in time in his first season. But they must have other plans out there, and it will be interesting to see how they work that, because Sesko's clearly not up to any match fitness. Neither Xerxes. You might not even see him until after the international break in September, missed the whole pre-season. So there will be some things that they'll have to juggle about in that front three.
Yeah, they will have to. But I think what they'll do, a couple of weeks, this will drag on. Hojlund will be in the game, the first two games at least, I think, and then they'll just get him out of the club on loan, and possibly there might be a deal right at the death.
Yeah, might come even quicker than that. Like I say, talks are intensifying, like you've seen with the information up on screen, and it wouldn't surprise me if Rasmus Højlund is leaving for AC Milan come the start of next week. But who knows, because Rasmus made it pretty clear that he wants to stay and fight for his place at Manchester United. So this isn't cut and dry, but let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Rasmus Højlund ramping up again. On Garnacho. Terms agreed with him in Chelsea. Can we see a deal done between Chelsea and Manchester United?
I think this is odds on, and it's going to be double quick. A deal done for Garnacho. Everything's been sorted out for his personal terms. Yes, there is a debate about the fee and everything like that, but people are talking 60, 70 million pound for Garnacho. But you have to remember, this is a player what is being booted out of the club, okay? Chelsea aren't really going to say, he's a top player, we want him, they're going to take him. He's being booted out. So the sale value has decreased 50, 55 million with add-ons. That's what people are saying, and that's what I expect. And I think Chelsea will pay it. I think it's a really good move for Garnacho. I honestly do. I think Chelsea are going to get a player. They've got players there what are going to suit Garnacho. So I think he will do well at Chelsea, and I think the deal will be done. And by all the reports, Kieran, it just looks as though it's going to be done over the next few days and this week at the latest.
Good thing is as well, it's not sounding like a loan deal. It's sounding like this will be an actual transfer fee that Manchester United could possibly use going in to sign that midfielder, which we all hope, I think, right now, is going to be Baleba.
Yeah, well, you know, using that money there for Garnacho, it's all profit. He's from the academy. So United will have money in the bank to get Baleba. So for me, Garnacho going there, you know, it's his last chance, Garnacho, playing for Manchester United and having an attitude like he's had. He's got his brother there. He's got the social media. It's all there. So going to Chelsea, he will have to knuckle down. And Chelsea are taking the chance. And that's why that fee won't be as massive as people expect. But the money will be used. So the men in suits are acting. And that's why the sun's out. We're happy. And I'm really looking forward to the next few days of what goes on. And you just never know. There might be more coming.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, 12 months ago, 18 months ago, I think a lot of us out there were positive around Garnacho and a long-term future here at Manchester United, but it's not worked out that way. And I don't think any player in this current squad could complain after last season's performance if Manchester United wanted him booting out of the club.
No, you look at Manchester United, what they said. They turned around and said, every player, any bid comes in, that's it. They've changed the system. They've changed the rules. Everyone's got to knuckle down. Players have been isolated. You're out the door. So they've done the job in the background. We're getting rid of the deadwood. Something we've all been screaming for. And the news here is we're bringing in players. We're bringing in young players. We're bringing in goal scorers. And now they're going for a midfield player. The one thing everyone has been screaming for, because that midfield has been wide open. And it may not stop there. I might even get my wish, because I've always said we need a centre-half. So you just don't know.
Yeah, you don't know when this transfer window's going to stop now. I mean, the last 48 hours, it's been a bit of a whirlwind, hasn't it? A lot of movement for players coming in and players going out. So where will it stop? Because this transfer window does not end until the 1st of September.
People had the doubts about Jason Wilcox. The reports are there. Sesko coming in. He had a lot to do with it. So have we got a really good backroom staff here now who are doing the business? It looks like that at this moment. And today in Manchester, I am absolutely delighted. The sun's out and everyone out there should be happy. No one out there should be saying, oh, this isn't good enough or anything like that. We've all had our doubts, okay? Yes, they put bad steps about Manchester United going, what we've seen. And I'm telling you now, it looks good. All looks rosy in the camp, Kieran.
Yeah, definitely looked rosy out here in the woods.
Yes.
And big shout out to Vivel as well for getting that Sesko deal done alongside Jason Wilcox. But let us know what your thoughts and opinions are on that latest news, what we've discussed today in the comment section. And like I say, smash that like button if you are positive right now about Manchester United going into the Premier League. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.